Welcome to Nostalgic Chats Podcast, where we take you to the past and present time with the OG crew. We are your talk hosts, Danny,
Harry,
Carmelo,
Chad,
Wilson.
Wilson couldn't make it for this week.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Nostalgic Chats Podcast with the OG crew. This week, we're going to be talking about basketball, what got us into the game, our favorite players, and also our favorite time period. Actually, I'm going to start it off first. Everybody here knows who my favorite player was. Kevin Garnett.
Rodman. Oh,
he said Rodman.
Yes, sir, Rodman.
Is that Mahmoud Abdul Raouf? What was his name?
Yeah, Sharif.
Sharif. No, what was that player from the Kings that he never made the playoffs before he started? His name was like Sharif or something. Abdul Raouf, right?
Yeah,
Not
Sharif.
Mahmoud Abdul Raouf. Okay.
Nah, not him. I know who you're talking about. Yeah. Now, he was nice. Like, he played for the Grizzlies too.
Yeah, he never made the playoff season.
Yeah, he never made the playoffs. Yeah, but I would say to be honest, I always liked basketball, and like everybody else, Michael Jordan really got me started. But watching it, my favorite player was Kevin Garnett. Feel like that he was the intensity. I thought he was funny. I thought he played the game the right way. He played hard. He gave everything he had. So that really spoke to me. Like that was my guy. And I would say actually that era was probably my favorite era in basketball too. I felt like the players then, they were super athletic. I felt like they all somewhat played the right way. They played their positions the right way. Also, Garnett, and I would say, I don't want to steal this from Harry because I know he's going to mention Dirk, but like I think those players really brought in the stretch fours that we see now, just not as extreme. I felt like they were just stretch fours that could shoot, but they also could play in the post, which is non-existent nowadays.
Chad, can you really call them stretch fours when they shoot like 20 and 30% from three?
I know. I'm saying not now. I'm talking about like Dirk
Back then.
and KG back then.
No, but you're saying now that they're more.
No, I said they expanded on it. Nowadays, Danny, I don't know what they're doing. It's just
I don't know. I don't know what 20% is expanding, but
No,
yeah,
you know who had a jump shot too? Chris Webber as well.
yeah,
That
they all did.
power forward spot was
Rasheed
fat- was
Wallace.
Yeah,
you
Rasheed
know
Wallace.
who's
like-
less known for the jump shot, but Oakley had a jump shot.
He
Well,
did.
That was Oakley.
Barely
Here's the
missed.
difference.
Oh, Cartwright.
Here's the difference. Back then, a jump shot was like close. Nowadays, it's like everything is 3-pointers, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so that's one thing. Like, it's not bad to just shoot a jump shot, but when you're like 7'2", taking nothing but threes, you know
But
what I
I'm
mean?
gonna be honest. That's a good point, Mel. I'm gonna be honest too. I hate to say this too. I do think Dirk really changed it, and he did kind of mess it up because he was really one of the
did.
first ones. Not legit. Like like I said, Dirk loved the post, but like he was the first, like I would say, power forward that could really shoot threes like that. And I felt like it just like it scrambled everybody's brain after that when it came to the game.
What
man.
Curry did to the NBA, Dirk did for the big man.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Like they like kind of broke it. Like, you know.
Yeah.
But I would say I think that era was probably my favorite. Just watching, like Harry said, he mentioned Webber, Rasheed, Dirk, KG, Tim Duncan. Like all of those power forwards go at it, like in the post. Like to me that era was like the best.
You know how hard it was to make the All-Star team at that spot back then too?
Yo, bro,
Like
like
that power forward spot?
yeah, it was like insane because everybody could legit play, like legit.
Yeah.
And
Somebody
even
was
back
already
then,
always getting left out.
exactly. No matter what, like no matter how good they played, like they were always battling for those spots. Also to the big man era, in that time period when you had like Shaq, I don't know. Like I feel like that big man era wasn't as good as Jordan.
Bynum.
Yeah. He said Bynum. Now that's way after.
I would say the one that Jordan played in was better because he had like prime David Robinson, Hakeem Olajuwon, Alonzo Mourning, Mutombo, players like that. But yeah, I would say that Garnett was that one player for me that like really changed the game and really like made me.
That T-Wolves team, you say was your favorite team back then?
Yeah, so as far as teams, like, what was your favorite team?
Yeah, I would say
Yeah.
that T-Wolves team. That team where he won the MVP when they had Spreewell, Cassell. Yeah, that team I would say, and that's the team that they almost.
So you didn't
had.
like it when they had Marbury?
I liked it when they had Marbury too. I did. Honestly, like all of those teams I thought were real good. Even to when he moved to Boston. I love that team too. Granted, it was like a lot older, but
Okay.
that old team I loved.
So
old
that
team
was your favorite. Was that your first favorite team, or you should just watch basketball before you had a favorite team, or you changed to the T-Wolves when you saw Garnett in the
I
late
like
90s?
it. Honestly, it's strange you say that. Like I always liked it. Like I never liked a team, or I never really rooted for a team. I liked players. Like I liked Jordan, I liked Barkley back then. So I did like certain players, but like when KG was there, like I rooted for his team because I always wanted him to win a championship. I felt like he played too hard not to win one. So I always wanted him. I like rooted for his team. But like when I would watch Jordan play, like those old Knicks teams with like Patrick Ewing, like I like those players. Like I wanted
No
them
games
to
off.
succeed. Yeah, exactly. Like no games
They don't
off.
play with games off, even regular season and preseason. Nope.
Yeah, man. Like yeah. That's, I mean, like I said, we'll probably get into that too, but like
Hmm.
it's disgusting the way the league is now, man. Like how they take it for granted, how much money they make. Yeah, man, it's just a shit show now.
They don't even have to earn it.
They don't. No, they don't. And it's like they reward bad behavior.
Yeah,
too.
look at the rookie contract that Chet just got.
Yo, it's like 280.
He barely even played a full season. He got 230 or 250 million.
And then you know what's crazy? A player like that, he averaged probably like 15 points and like
Less than that.
pounds. Like
You know,
probably less than
you know
that.
what was the average
How is he
salary
making
for
that much
somebody
money?
making scoring 15 points will get you back in the day?
That's
You
what I'm
probably get
saying.
$1 million or less than 5.
It's like
back
insane. Like everybody gets superstar contracts.
You know what Barkley said? If I average 14 points, I'm definitely retiring. If I ever average that.
Yeah.
If you see me score the late teens, it's time to go.
It's crazy. So I would say that's what really started it out for me. So Harry, what would you say it like started out for you and like your favorite players and like teams and like what did you enjoy about the game?
Well, I first got exposed to it on TV, NBI, NBC, you know, Channel 4.
Yeah.
So it was back then in New York City.
Watching like George Mikan and them, right?
Yeah. Like what they showed the most, it was Chicago Bulls back then. So you start to get attached, like that's the most efficient. And then in school, people had Bulls gear and stuff. So you start learning, oh, that's from this guy I saw on TV. So then they start giving him like, okay, so he's good. That's even before I played. I saw him. So then I started getting attached to that team. But then, you know, like even the early Magic teams were good too.
Yeah,
They were fun to watch because and the Houston Rockets teams were good because they shot a lot of threes back then, which was probably like 20 or less back then.
That's true.
Because, you know, the Bulls didn't really shoot threes like that.
Nah, they didn't. Yo, you know what was crazy too, real fast, Harry? Now that you bring that up, yo, back then, I also feel like when you watch like games like that, like those Bulls games, they didn't like they came on like Channel 4 and stuff like that. But like I always feel like it was like an event when you would see it. Like I feel like now it's so easily accessible, like with like League Pass and all this stuff. Like I feel like back then, I mean, granted, we probably were all poor, but like, and we barely had cable, but I felt like it was like an event watching like those games and stuff like that, man.
It was
Yeah.
must-see TV.
It was.
I think it was also because of the pregame that they used to do. It was like the little highlights and like the introduction that they give. Like they
Yeah,
always
got you
had
hyped.
like, oh yeah, like when Marv Arbor is explaining stuff, he's like,
Yeah.
oh, like the Bulls are in town. They're 2-0 versus them
That's
this
true.
year
Yeah, that's
and
true.
stuff
Yeah,
like
that's
that. And then they had
yeah.
the beat in the back.
But it was good because it was like you built a rivalry. So it was like, it's
Yeah.
almost like a story you're watching. And then, you know, and then on top of that, the basketball was good. So it's like you're
But-
getting everything in one.
Players didn't want to lose to another player, to a rival
Exactly.
back then.
And they weren't
There was some
friends.
pride in that. There was some pride
Yeah.
in that. Like, you know, the Knicks must have hated Jordan. They didn't want to lose to him.
Nope.
And their
Yeah,
fans
it
used
was
to
kind-
hate him.
Yeah, it's kind of like if me and you, we're the best players in the league. Why would I go join you? I want to beat you. Like I want to prove.
Exactly.
Like, but nowadays, everybody's like, oh, let's team up so we could get rings.
So we
And
could get
it's
some
just like, nah.
championships. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's make
And if
this
you
happen.
think about it, the people back in the day, a lot of people didn't get rings because they had that mentality.
That's
Like,
true.
you know, like look at
Yeah.
like Karl Malone.
But that's what
Stockton.
made it special.
You have
Not
a lot of
everybody could get it. Not everybody
Yeah,
could
Charles
get it.
Barkley.
That's what made it special.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and when they get on them, they'd be like, "Oh, but you did leave teams to go." Yeah, when they were already mad old,
Oh,
Mhm.
exactly.
their
It didn't
body
even
was
matter when they
broken and
made
everything.
Their
It didn't really
prime was
matter by
over.
then.
Their
They
prime
they
was
weren't the main guy. They're like the third or fifth guy down the line.
yeah.
Like
like
when
like what
Barkley did it, Malone and
Peyton,
Gary Payton went to the Lakers.
it was mad old.
He was already been in there for like 20 years already.
And they were like coming
Yeah.
off the bench too, weren't they? Like I don't even think they were like really even starting.
because
So,
Fisher
Yeah, they
started over
just-
Gary Payton.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what was it like? What other teams were good back then too?
The Knicks. were
The
good.
Knicks, the Heat,
The Knicks, the Indiana Pacers were good.
yeah,
I remember
the Heat.
the Charlotte Hornets were okay. Then they
Yeah,
got
Kelly
Eddie Jones and
Johnson.
Glenn Rice back then. I'm just name dropping.
They had
now.
Alonzo and Grandmama.
Larry Johnson, yeah.
Yeah,
But then they
Yeah,
traded Larry Johnson,
to the
I
Knicks.
think, to the Knicks, and that's when they got Eddie Jones. 'Cause I don't think they played with each other. And then Alonzo, where he went after Charlotte,
Miami.
Alonzo, the Heat.
with the Heat, yes. And
Yeah.
then with Dan Marley,
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Mahoney.
even
And it was
the-
like
yeah.
LaShawn McCoy.
Yeah.
LaShawn, what's his
and
name?
then what was it? The
Rashawn
Bullets
Leonard.
were okay when they had Juwan Howard and Ross Strickland and
Yeah,
Weber.
remember they had Weber too. Yeah.
The Bullets that were
Because
well,
they
now
made the
Wizards.
playoffs and they went versus the Bulls and lost to the Bulls. I
And
think
Yeah.
they were
that's
like
what
the
kind
A
of
seed.
trash,
I
and
think they
then
were like
started
the A
getting better.
seed. I think they were.
The
Yeah.
Warriors were good too back then too.
The Warriors with
Tim
this guy
Hardaway.
Tim Hardaway, Chris
Mullin.
Mullin.
And Mitch Richmond.
Yes, Mitch Richmond. That then he went to Sacramento.
Yo, and you know it's crazy how you brought up too. I think that was wild. Like back then, Michael Jordan was best friends with like Patrick Ewing. But when you would see them on the court, you would not even know that. You would think they hated
That
each
they
other.
wouldn't
Yeah.
even talk. I didn't
You
even
ain't
know
my
that
friend
back then.
anymore.
I did not know that either.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like you're not my even Barkley, all of them. And I feel like nowadays you could see them all being friends. Like you could tell like who's friends. Like it's just
Yeah.
like I said, they're not competitive, bro.
There's
Like,
that
it's just-
play that Barkley said that they didn't foul Michael Jordan. Like you can't just call a foul because he's fucking
Yeah.
Michael Jordan. They can't be calling that call. I don't care who he is.
yeah.
That's when he was with the Rockets
Yeah.
in Chicago too.
I remember that.
remember that.
shit.
And then what was it? The Seattle Sonics or Supersonics?
Yes, Sean Kemp.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were good.
And the glove.
The glove. And even the
The
Utah
glove.
Jazz were good back then. The Utah Jazz.
Yes.
They, like, I didn't like a lot of team, but I like watching them. It was good
Mm-hmm.
competitive basketball. Like, I would like watching the Jazz versus Sonics all the time. Or the Magic and Pacers was a good little rivalry, even though they went back and forth. You know, they had Rick Smiths.
Yeah.
And what was
And the
it?
Davis brothers.
Yes, the Antonio and Glenn.
to Toronto.
Damn.
Oh yeah, and Indiana. And
Yeah,
then he went to
Antonio,
Toronto
yeah.
after.
Davis
Yeah,
brothers.
yeah.
Yeah, then Toronto, that was late 90s when they got Vince Carter. And they still had Dale Ellis.
Yes.
I think Mark Jackson for a little bit.
They must out of my left that team by then, right? Like way after
The
that.
Raptors?
right?
He went to Portland.
He went to Portland, yes.
Yeah, he ain't played with Vince Carter.
He never played with
Okay.
Vince, right? Yeah.
No.
It was
'Cause I
like
remember-
Alvin Williams was his point guard.
You remember? And then I don't want to bring the generation thing yet until later, but then the All-Star games were also very good back then.
Yeah.
They mean
It was
they meant
competitive.
something. Yeah, it was also for pride because the East wanted to bust the West ass or
Yeah.
either
Mhm.
vice versa.
It meant something, man.
Yep. Like I don't go as far back, like with I wasn't watching was it Magic, Bird.
Yeah.
But even then, like it was okay.
Yeah.
Back then because they play hard or whatever. But like it's still better than now, I will say. I don't care
Yeah.
No, I agree with you.
because they want to win. These guys just take off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's when the basketball game was going inside out. You gave it to the big man. Depends who you have. It would be Olajuwon versus Alonzo Battles or Shaq. With that Magic team was good. They had Nick Anderson, what was it, Dennis Scott.
Yo,
Yeah,
yes,
Penny Hardaway.
That's Penny Hardaway.
Penny
That team was
Hardaway.
amazing, actually, when you really think about it. And they even had Horace Grant too. That team was pretty stacked, yo.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, like
There was a lot of teams that was stacked. Remember when Pippen went to Portland? You had Rasheed Wallace, Bonzi Wells,
Yup. Dame.
Stoudemire. Yep. Pippen.
Brian Grant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
I
had
know I'm missing
Shrimp.
people.
They had
but
Delip
it was
They
Shrimp
had-
also.
They
Devin
did have
Shrimp?
strength. Yep, they did
Yeah.
have strength.
And they had Steve Kerr at one point as well.
Yeah,
that team was
Steve Kerr
stacked.
had to get out of
Yo,
there.
Steve Kerr knew who to go to because then he went to the Spurs and won it with them too.
He did.
Nah, you know who knew who to go to? Robert Ory.
But Ori,
He
Robert
had a,
Ory is the right
a
person at the
magic
right
8 ball
time.
or something.
he
Yeah.
did know
Crystal
who was
ball.
going. He did know who
Yeah,
was
he
going.
did. Yeah. Even he was good in the Rockets as well. They just let him go when he went to Phoenix. I think with Jason Kidd. Remember Jason
Yeah,
Kidd played for the
he was
Suns too?
decent.
Yes.
He was decent. If you look, he's hit a couple of key shots for the teams. He was decent. It wasn't that he was whack. It was just that he knew where to be at what time.
Yeah,
He always hit
That's
those
why,
big
yeah.
shots.
yeah. Like
Yep.
he wasn't an
He was
all-star. Like he was just a role player that knew what he was doing.
He was smart. And that year that he got Amari Stoudemire ejected because he pushed Steve Nash. He knew what he was doing.
Yeah, like another player I used to hate back then watching that he used to make BS shots was like Derek Fisher. And he's like a Robert Ory kind of as well.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like because I don't know, he used to flop or just act every freaking
yeah.
time. I
Yeah,
used to
he
hate
was
that.
annoying. I know how.
Yeah, annoying. And then what was it? Tony Parker and Ginobili was good as
Oh,
well. His
yeah.
first team with
That's first
defense.
team with
And
Duncan.
then the
yeah.
Detroit
Diaw.
Pistons. Yeah, with Boris Diaw. No, that team just got way better than that. And then the Suns team with Steve Nash.
Is Parker in the Hall of Fame?
I'm sure he will be if he's not.
Yeah,
I know Ginobili just got in
yeah.
recently. But I'm sure Parker's going. He's definitely going.
Yeah, it's a travesty that if he's not, it's a travesty he's not in there now.
Yeah, but honestly, the NBA lets everybody in the Hall of Fame. to be honest.
Yeah. Sooner or later, everybody's
Parker
gonna be
can't
in there.
make it.
They feel
It's
I
just
feel like they
like-
let everybody in.
It's like WWE, bro. Like if you do it yearly, you're gonna run out of people. It should be
Yeah.
like once every 5 years.
Yeah.
Or so. You
That's a
get what
good
I'm saying?
point.
You're
That's
gonna
it.
run out of people. Then you're gonna start inducting people. It's like, why this? Why who,
Questionable
like, just-
people.
Yeah, all right. We're gonna induct somebody that's dead already, and it's just like, come on.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I think that's probably why they do it because they're like, if we wait 5 years, this person might be dead by then. But I'm with you, man. You can't.
Nah,
do
it's
that.
it's about money to sell tickets, and they have
Yeah.
an advantage.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, he was in 2023.
Oh, Parker
Alright.
was.
He was?
Yeah.
Oh, snap. Okay, so I remember, I don't know if y'all remember Channel 4 used to have, what was it, triple headers back then? I used to just watch them no matter
It's
what.
triple
No matter who was
headers.
playing,
Yeah,
right?
triple header, yeah, no matter
Yo.
who was playing, yo.
Yeah, I remember
was
back in the day. It used to be like the whole day.
weekends.
They used to do that with baseball too, and it's just like, yo,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
Yeah, and the ratings was
forgot
high.
about that.
and
Yeah.
do you remember how important NBA Christmas games were back then? Like, people
Yes.
would be glued to their TVs. Now, it's
They
a
always had
joke.
the rivalry
The
rivalry games.
Yup. Yeah,
Or
it
they
would be
had,
the
like,
Knicks and Heat, yeah.
They also had Bulls and Knicks
Yeah,
as
the
well. Yo,
Bulls
the Knicks had,
played every
they had
year.
rivalry with
Or they
everybody.
had
Like,
or they had the games where it was the finals matchup again.
Yeah,
oh, yeah, that was the rematch of the finals for Christmas
Yeah.
every time.
yes.
Sometimes,
They
yeah.
don't even do
sometimes
that
it
no more.
was.
Shit is a joke now.
So they
Because a
they
lot of the
come-
times
they
it was
come out
Bulls
to-
versus the Knicks on Christmas.
Yeah,
They come
and
out to
they're
prove a
all
point.
playing in the Garden. Yeah,
Yo,
that's true.
even that year Jordan retired, it was a little weird the first time in the 93, 94, but the NBA was still good.
Yeah, it was.
The year the Rockets won it the first time, I was still watching it, even though he wasn't playing. Like,
because
it was
yeah,
still
it
a
was
thing.
basketball, like you
Yeah,
said.
there was still a lot of good players in the league.
Yeah, like, there was a lot of good people back then. Like, Reggie Miller, he stole the ball.
Yeah, he pushed Jordan.
Greg Anthony, he pushed Greg Anthony, right?
Yeah,
No,
he
Greg
did.
Anthony gave it to him.
Yes,
I
I,
remember.
he
I know
put-
Greg Anthony was
what was-
involved there.
I forget. I don't know if it was Starks that he pushed.
I
It
think
was something
Starks
like that.
inbound,
Yeah,
That was before the Tracy McGrady thing with 13 points.
yeah,
37
that was
seconds.
that was insane too.
But that was
man.
in the playoffs, though. That was in the playoffs and MSG.
What?
yes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The-
The way he
Reggie
did.
Miller thing.
Well, what T Mac did was
Yeah.
regular season.
Yeah, that was regular season. I remember. I turned off the TV. I think Harry called me after. Like, did you see that? I was like, what? That game was over.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Greg Popovich is just like, what? He got hot. What you want me to do?
Yeah,
That's the ridiculous questions. Yeah. And what's up with you, Carmelo? How did you end up liking basketball?
I mean,
Watching.
just playing in school. Pretty much.
Automatic.
So yeah, yeah, that's what they used to call me, automatic.
Plus, me and Harry take a little bit of credit of that because we took you away from soccer and took you right to start playing with us every time.
Nah, it was for me, like the way I did things. Like I play all the sports. You remember in school, like they had different like seasons, right? Like if they playing basketball, then we playing basketball in the gym, or if not football. So I played everything, but I did when I started hanging out with y'all. I did pick up basketball more. That's because that's when I started playing more.
By the way, I don't mean rest in peace, Mr. Strand.
Oh yeah,
I don't know if
Mr.
you know
Strand.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a coach.
He passed
the
away
basketball
last
coach.
year.
Oh,
Yeah.
did he? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was cool.
So yeah, and then growing up, Jordan is like, he's an icon. Everybody, it's like, if you think basketball, you think Jordan. So then you get into it. Growing up, my favorite team was the Pacers. I liked Reggie Miller is my favorite player. The rivalry. I mean, we know that Reggie Miller isn't better than Jordan, but he will give him a lot of competition, and it's like an underdog story that you wanted to see him win, but it's kind of like this guy is too good. But that was the case with everybody, right? Because
they had scuffles with Jordan too. The Pacers.
Huh?
They had almost fights and him and Reggie Miller too. Like
yeah.
They cared.
But that everybody was trying to beat Jordan, but he was so good that a lot of people didn't get rings because of him. And that last team that can't remember what year that Miller was in they had the Malice in the Palace.
Yeah,
that he had.
Yeah,
was that 05 or 4?
They were on their way to win. They were on their way to probably win the title.
They had the number 1 record too.
Yeah, if any team he was on that was gonna win was gonna be that one, and shit happened and he didn't get his ring. But so it was Miller, and then when what changed the game was when Iverson came out, right? You seen these kind of like little transitions where you start seeing like hip hop culture more and more in basketball. So like
after Jordan retired.
And then the Braves, and then the Fab Five, with Chris Webber and Jalen Rose. They bring a certain swag to the game. Like they had baggy shorts. They didn't wear them booty shorts. Like
they had the black socks.
Stockton never let them go though.
Yeah, he still got them on right now.
As we speak.
Yeah. So then you had the And One mixtapes that we were talking about. Like the game was like changing, and Iverson.
Hey yo.
Yeah, I remember when I started liking Iverson, I was like, yo, this guy is like, yo, I used to love Iverson, but then they would get to the playoffs and they would play the Pacers. And I'm like, oh shit, there's no way he's beating Reggie. Reggie used to spank their ass all the time. That one year the Sixers got past Indiana was because Matt Geiger started a fight with I think he started a fight with either their center or Miller, and then they got ejected, and that's how they were able to advance.
I think it was Smiths, but I'm not sure.
So it was like So I looked at Mike Geiger was like a role player. He wasn't really that good, so it's like they got him ejected, a bum, and then while getting him ejected, they did some good. Like, you know what I'm saying?
They go for him. He's high, but he can't afford to get kicked out.
Yeah. So then that's how they made it. And then I think that's the year that the Sixers made it to the finals against the Lakers. I was hopeful, man, but it was just that team was just beast, bro.
Honestly,
they lost that one game. They lost that one game to Philly.
Yeah, the whole finals, which is crazy.
And they obliterated the Spurs that year too. They swept them.
Yo, I felt bad for you know how I feel bad for Mutombo, bro. Yo, Shaq was just.
Yo, he was getting the elbows, bro.
yeah. He was getting manhandled. Yeah.
Walton said it best. He said they call a foul on Mutombo. He's getting elbowed in the throat. He said he just has his hands up.
He was like, get you ready.
He came every game with the champagne bottle.
Yeah, like to celebrate.
Yo,
that was crazy, man.
I used to be like, and then part of me was like, yo, like, why is he out there? Like, he looked, when Mutombo got, rest in peace, Mutombo, but when he got to the Sixers, like, you could tell he was done. Like,
he was.
You know what I mean? Like, just the way he ran, he looked like he was in pain.
He was just a presence down there.
He gave them a lot. Didn't he read the All-Star team with that team?
He did.
Yeah.
did.
which is crazy to think about.
Yeah, but think about it, like that Sixers team. That team was trash, bro.
It
We
was
had
trash.
He couldn't handle anyone except for Shaq.
Yeah, I know, man.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
Shaq
the
was
year
just
that
on
they
another
beat.
level.
That's the year that the Raptors lost to Philly in 7 games.
Yeah, he should have
Yeah,
never
I
went
saw
to the
and they beat
graduation.
the Bucks
Graduation.
too.
Yeah, Vince
Yeah,
Carter
yeah.
went to the graduation.
Yeah, and,
You
and
see,
they
but
beat the Bucks in 7 games too.
yo, but see,
Yes.
this is how good basketball was that we remember all these details.
Yeah, who they played and what was on and who was on that team.
And I remember, and you,
Glenn
by the
Robinson.
way, one thing about Iverson that year, I remember that game against the Bucks. I think he missed like 2 games because he was so beat up, and he was like, "I'm playing Game 7. Like I have to play." He was
Yeah,
an
bro.
animal.
Every
I think it was
game
the
they'll
game that
show
they were losing.
they'll
And
show the
injuries.
image of where he had all his injuries.
Yeah, I
He had
remember
dots everywhere.
Yeah, you remember
And I
that?
remember that, Danny. I do
Yeah.
remember that.
Nah, I think he scored like 24 or 20 something in some quarter, and they beat the Bucks for a comeback too in Milwaukee.
And that
See, I
Bucks team
remember
was
stuff
crazy.
like that.
Yo,
And that
yeah,
Bucks team was crazy.
they had Sam
They had Tim
Cassell, they
Thomas,
had
no?
Ray Allen,
They had Cassell, Ray
they
Allen,
had that
and
big
Glenn
big dog
Robinson.
Robinson, right?
Yeah,
They
Glenn
had Tim
Robinson.
Thomas that year.
Yeah.
Tim Thomas too,
I think they did have Tim
because I know he
Thomas.
was in the Bucks.
And they had
That's the year.
the guy that was in Portland that when Jordan went like this, he was there
Cliff
also.
Robinson. Cliff
Sabonis?
Robinson.
Yeah, Cliff
Clifford
Robinson. He was
Robinson?
there
Oh,
also.
Cliff Robinson.
I believe so. I believe he was in the Bucks also.
That's the year that McGrady first went to the Magic. That the Magic was okay that year too.
Oh yeah.
Yo,
That's when he
those
was with, like
jerseys.
Miller, I think.
Yo, that playoff
Those jerseys
run
was
that
nice.
Iverson went to, yeah. That
Those have to
playoff
be-
run was insane though, because like you're right, he went through some crazy teams.
Yep. The Magic jersey though.
That
All
that
the
has
best
to be
ones
one of the
stars.
best jerseys.
Yeah,
That's-
with the stars.
that I've ever seen. Yeah, Like,
We should mention
with,
best
uh,
jerseys
re-
someday too. Best jerseys.
reflectors. Yeah,
Yo,
They
back
had
but,
the stars this time.
yeah,
Yeah.
the Jazz jerseys I love back then too. I used to love
The one with the mountains.
Yeah, with the mountains. Yeah, I used to love those jerseys.
I used to like the old Pacer ones, the ones that had like the line, not
Oh,
the
me
the
too.
pinstripes, the ones
know which one
before
you're
the
talking about.
pinstripes
Yeah,
yeah.
from the early
we could
'90s and stuff.
we could do one on that on best jerseys.
Yeah, because there's a
But
lot
yeah.
of teams, even the Rockets. But go ahead.
But yeah, it's like I think that's what we lost in the game. It's kind of like the passion and the rivalries, and like everybody's just phoning it in now. And I feel like a lot of these players, like they always injured. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and it's I
You
forgot
don't
his
even
name.
play that
Like,
hard. You don't even play that
yo,
hard.
I don't even watch it, but I catch glimpses here and there because I can't do it anymore.
They fragile. They
uh,
soft as paper.
Yeah, the fat one that he's always fat and he's
Zion Williamson.
Is that
you
Williams?
you already know Zion. Yeah, it's like, like you could tell he's talented, but it's just like you throwing it all away just for a few
But
cheeseburgers.
bro, you know what it is? Cheeseburgers. You know what it is, bro?
He has no real friend
They
that
make
gets
too
in front
much
of him
money.
and tells him no.
They
All
make
he
too
has
much
is a bunch of
money,
yes people around
and
him.
it's all guaranteed too, man. So once they
Yeah,
sign that
guaranteed money.
contract, they don't care. Like they gonna
What
get
was-
their money no matter what.
What was the other dude? He was in Philly that they booed him out the building. That then he went to the Nets. What's his name? He's like a defensive player of the year.
He was in Philly.
He was in Philly. Yeah,
He went.
this is now not recent, but within
Oh,
the
okay.
past few
Then
days.
then I.
Oh, Ben
then
Simmons.
I don't know.
Ben Simmons. There
Oh,
you
Ben
go.
Simmons,
Yeah, you
oh
know
my
Ben
God.
Simmons.
Yeah, I
But
forgot
that's
he
what
was
I'm
the thing.
saying. Yeah, but you know how much money he got paid, and he can't even shoot free throws. Like,
Yeah.
what else
He
can
don't
you
care.
do?
Free throw.
Yeah.
He can't even
do
he can't
layups.
even make layups.
Yeah, he
Exactly,
can't.
but
I got. He's the Reese of the WNBA.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
Angel Reese.
crazy.
I forgot her name. Is that her name? Angel Reese.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
yo, but that's another thing too. It's kind of like I'll open up a can of worms here, right? So it's kind of like LeBron, right, where he came into the
Oh,
game or
shit.
whatever. No, but they were giving him accolades before he won them.
He
It's
got
like
that Nike
the
contract
king.
He
before
did.
he played the
yeah,
game.
he's like he's the king or he's this
Yeah,
and it's
without
like, yo,
winning
he's only been
anything.
playing for like 2 years, 3 years. Like there's still a lot of basketball to be played, but
Yeah.
that's what a lot of that happens now because even to today's game they try to put these things on these players that it's just like, yo, he hasn't even earned it.
They try to make
And-
them big, and it's not working. They're trying to
Yep.
give them everything, commercials, whatever, these endorsement deals, but it's not working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a Steph Curry. Nobody could could have predicted how big he was gonna get.
No.
You know what I mean?
Because we watched him play.
And
I said
just
for
like
college,
the
but it wasn't all
WNBA
that.
player, they shit on him every single time. Before I get into it, thank you for listening. If you like what we say or if you like all the episodes, hit the like, hit the subscribe, or subscribe for us. It helps us in the algorithm. And leave a comment with
Yeah, turn up
anything
in the
we
comment
say.
section.
Or what would you like us to get into?
Yeah, we're still looking
Oh,
for
yeah.
those phone numbers too.
Yeah, phone numbers, please.
And the pics. And the
I
pics.
got
No,
a pen
but-
right here with a notepad.
Well, real quick before you take it over, Danny, one of the things that like I've been like kind of keeping an eye on is now that you mentioned Reese, that Caitlin Clark girl, like that she
Yeah.
be going at it with the other players. Like you could tell the passion is there, so you're getting more people. Like like how is they starting to get like the formula to get people to tune in? You know what I'm saying?
They hating on her. That's why.
And then the
Hey.
WNBA and NBA 2K, instead of putting her on the NBA 2K, they put a brick on the front cover of the NBA
You said a
2K
brick.
game.
But Angel Reese on there.
Yeah, but like just that
The
rivalry, like they
WNBA
doing the right
marketer,
things.
and she brings them all the revenue and all the views, and they treat her like she's not even there.
They do it so I guess they don't start a war.
Just like if you look at Steph, let me go back to Steph Curry. If you go back to Steph Curry's view games, all his games are always the top viewed of this. They're not matching Jordan, but or even Kobe's back then, their numbers. But he's every time he plays or he's on TV is the most watched game of the day. Even when LeBron plays on the other side, nobody really watches that bum anyway. They watch Steph Curry, and yet he can't get a call to save his life.
yeah, he really
They
don't
got
get called.
montages of him getting beat without the whistle, but you got the flop on the other side, flopping his ass off, or looking at the
Yo.
camera to see that he didn't get touched, to see if people are watching his fake ass. By the way, he's the biggest fake news that they ever
gosh,
brought out since he ever released, since he ever fucking stepped in the NBA.
We're gonna have
That
to
shit
do
I
is
can't-
so.
one-
You want to talk about fucking propaganda? That shit's been paid on ESPN's back for years.
Why y'all got
Then you
that?
got then you got fake
Somebody
ass
got-
Stephen A. Smith. Is my opinion, by the way. Fake ass Stephen A. Smith coming out here talking about he's number fucking
I-
2.
yeah.
This nigga doesn't belong in any top 10, any top fucking 20 list.
He
None
don't.
of that fucking shit. And then they put him as number 2 because he got baited into saying it, and his paycheck that they just fucking gave him made him put him in number 2. Then he want to
Yeah.
fake ass go to him and build a little storyline so they could watch the fucking TV when nobody want to watch that shit either. Every day's a fucking Lakers show. Nobody want to hear that shit, and they wonder why the fucking ratings are down.
Yeah,
don't
they
wanna
put
see
in the
fucking-
10th team. They don't promote the
They
top
don't want to
teams
see
either.
flopping, and yet you got the fucking MVP of this season flopping all over the fucking city, and then you
And
got the
look-
NBA that saved his ass from going down. Hallie should have never got injured because that game should have never happened.
Hey,
This
listen.
series should have ended in game 6 because the Pacers
agree
were on
with
their
you.
way to win that game. And then
I agree.
once they saw that Oklahoma was going to lose, the whistle changed in a heartbeat in the fourth quarter.
I agree with you. They should have won that. That, like you said, it should have been over in Game 6, man. Because like
So
I
when
do
he
think
came
they
back
got
and
robbed.
won to force the game 7, that should have been, even though probably Siakam would have won the MVP, that would have been his MVP game
Yeah,
from coming back and
Okay.
forcing the game 6. Game
like-
7. This
You want
should
to
have
talk
been over.
MVP? You want to talk about MVPs? I don't even think Kevin Durant should have won that second one. To be honest, that should have
So
been
the
Curry's
finals?
MVP. Yeah, the second one, because Curry played way better than Kevin Durant did. If you look at it, Curry was getting double teamed. That's how KD was getting open
Yeah,
shots.
and Harry,
Every
you
time.
can't even put it to the numbers. When Curry didn't play, the team was a 500 team.
Yeah, I know.
When
it was just
KD
KD,
When KD did not play, the team was like 26-3.
that team was crazy.
Uh,
Yeah, it
Also,
was.
that
So I
shows you the difference in between them. One's a bus driver and one's on the side, and then one's the main guy.
I think
And
that's
what
why.
did Tyronn Lue also say?
Yep.
We're not worried about KD. We worried about Curry.
that's what he said in the interview too.
That's true.
Yeah.
I do think
Yep.
that's why that other one, that's why I think the last one they won without Durant meant so much more to that team because everybody was like, oh, they're never going to win again without Durant. That's why I think Curry went crazy that year. It was like,
Yeah. If you
I'm
think about
happy
it,
without him.
KD's legacy has been tarnished. He really doesn't have one. If he didn't go to the Warriors, he wouldn't have nothing either.
He
if
wouldn't
you think
he'd
about
be,
it.
He'd be Westbrook.
You see his career after
No,
that?
He'd
he'll
be
be
Westbrook.
no, he'll be
Yep.
Tracy McGrady
Or Tracy
Yeah,
McGrady.
that's
But
true. That's
McGrady
true.
didn't even play that long either.
because
he
McGrady didn't
retired
really make it
young.
out the playoffs
The
until he
first
got to
round.
this
Well, the first
first
round
round
either.
until he got to San Antonio.
And he wasn't even the main player. He was coming off like when they were in blowout games
Yeah, that's
when he was
crazy.
with the Spurs.
That's crazy.
He was like 32 at the time too, or 33, and he retired.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, so what about you, Danny? You the last
Yeah.
one left.
I got something to say after
It
Danny
was
goes.
LeBron. LeBron
Yeah.
is Danny's favorite.
It's not about LeBron. I'm trying to keep it
No.
because I could talk about hour of him alone. But go ahead,
Yeah,
Danny.
I mean, that's why I said I want to open this can of worms, but I was just trying to like.
So
Statement.
I started well, first of all, our aunt, me and Harry's aunt, was like, oh yeah, why don't y'all watch basketball and stuff like that? And that was before we even watched them or whatever. She put us on and we was like, okay. So then she was a Knicks fan, so she showed us the Knicks. But as we started watching more games on our own, we gravitated towards Chicago and Jordan and stuff. So it was like, oh shit, this guy is nice and shit. And then we gravitated to that, which she didn't like, by the way. But we didn't really
she
like the
She didn't
Knicks.
like Jordan. She didn't like
She
Jordan.
didn't like him. And he was like, yeah. So then that got us into playing and then nonstop and then watching every game and then not just watching, also studying it. So my favorite player is Jordan, right? But then I also have other players I like, but they're nowhere near how people's like, oh, like he's my idol, whatever. You could call it like my idol, whatever, but I have no real idols or anything. But like I revolve my game around him and stuff like that. I wanted to, but if I go, man, I'm not running to the motherfucker like they were doing or whatever. Like if I get the opportunity,
crying
like,
and shit.
I'll ask for his autograph and stuff like that. But I'm not fainting or building everything around me or whatever. I'm not like that. Even when I meet the famous people, other famous people, I'm just regular. They're just people. It's just what they do or whatever. I'm a fan of what they do. It's not that I'm dying to meet them and shit like that. But it goes from that. So I'm gonna mention other players I do like. Besides Jordan, right next is Kobe. I don't care how he
Don't
He
get into
mastered-
that yet. Don't get into that. Your favorite players, because I'm gonna say that for later for everybody.
well, I'm just gonna mention a few that I like then.
All right.
So
You like Rick
Kobe's
Fox
second,
too, right?
right? Huh?
He's a Rick Fox.
You said Rick Fox
No,
was
you
sexy.
call him he's
Brian
sexy though.
Shaw.
You say he's
Brian
sexy
Shaw.
though. You said that's a fine looking man right there.
Like Paul
No, so
Gasol.
yeah, but I had a lot. So besides them two juggernauts, I say it was KG. I liked it Ray Allen until he hopped into the Heat. I was on KG side on that shit. The motherfucker's a traitor.
You know, he went to give him a pound and he just ignored him. Okay, yo,
Yeah.
but then like
But there's a
I did
there's a
like
lot
Mike
behind
Bibby.
that, right?
Mike
Oh,
Bibby.
Bibby.
I did
Yeah,
like
Mike
Reggie
Bibby.
Miller.
I was gonna actually mention him. Mention him.
Yeah. Pages Stojakovic I liked.
Chris Webber.
I did like
Stojakovic.
Dirk, but I'm gonna leave that for Harry because he liked him more than I did. But I liked him when he got drafted and then he went to the 3-point contest that year as a rookie. I was like, oh, he's gonna be nice. He just needs to like bulk up a little bit and like work on his like post game because he was mostly a outside shooter until Avery Johnson got to him. But besides that,
Davey Johnson.
It's Avery Johnson.
yeah,
Jason
he
Williams
changed
was
them.
the coach.
Since
He was
Avery
the coach.
Johnson, he changed his game, and then for the better.
Yo, you
This
like
is
Jason
a-
Williams? They used to
a-
try
a
to do the
lot.
pass.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
that-
elbow. The elbow.
I'll leave it
The
until we
elbow
mention
pass.
our favorites.
Yeah.
But yeah, the game is so watered down. I don't want to hear that the game is more advanced now. It is not. It is not more advanced. That's complete bogus. That's like the fucking lefties mentioning shit just to brainwash you to think that they're better. No, the players now are less than bench players from back then. Only a
Yo, I
few
got a
of them
question for you.
can really hang and be like the second and third string, but none of them now can be the main guy because they'll get eaten up alive with how it ends. How now they have the big men shooting and they shoot 20 or 30%. Go ahead, shoot your shot, you open. Now it's fine. Back then, if you fucking shot that shit, you go into the bench or you're not even in the NBA anymore.
Or
You
the
had
rotation.
to play whatever your role was. If they wanted you to be a rebounder, that's what the fuck you had to do. They don't want you shooting the ball. They want you setting picks
Right.
and get the fucking rebound and hustle
By,
back.
by the way, before Carmelo goes and asks you, I don't know if y'all remember Josh Smith from the Atlanta Hawks.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
lefty?
he's in
Yeah,
three ball
yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
Yeah,
He's in three ball.
yeah. So he started shooting threes like crazy, and he don't got them. That got him out of
That
the
got him
NBA.
banned from the NBA
Stuff
for
like
shooting
that.
threes like that.
Yeah, the
Now
coach
they
used to
will
sit them
applaud
down.
his
and not
ass
play. Yeah,
and talk about, oh, he needs to work on it.
yeah.
But they'll give him a
Okay,
$150 million contract or $200 million to work on that shit.
Yeah.
No,
That shit needs to be
That shit
figured out
shouldn't be
before
like
you
that.
get there.
Yeah.
no. And if you look at the interview that Jordan did on with Barkley with the Oprah Winfrey one, I think it was, he
Uh-huh.
calls
Yeah.
it 100%. He says players now are not earning it, so they're not going to want to work
And that-
hard. They're not going to
and that was
want
back
to
then,
do
years ago.
anything. Yeah, that was while he was, I think, before he came back, or a little bit after
that was
he had
after.
left. I think
That
a
was
little bit
after
after he had left.
The Wizards. That's way
He
after.
called
Yeah.
it, and then also Kobe called it also. Well, he called it crazy offense, which anybody can shoot anything. It's not real basketball. It's not real X's and O's. Is
These
whoever
players are earning everything, so why even play hard?
An open shot, shoot it, no matter if you're good or not. Oh, they called it
Honestly, after-
accidental basketball.
Honestly, after Kobe left, I think that was like the real true end to like competitiveness.
Yeah,
Because
because
they follow LeBron. He's the role model.
The top dog
Right.
left, and there was nobody else that they want to be like. Now it's a little bit like,
Yep.
oh, they want to be like Curry or whatever, right? But nobody else was like, oh, I want to be nobody fucking in their right mind is like, I want to be the fucking LeBron.
They never say
Nobody's
that. They say
putting
who's the
their
next Michael
game-
Jordan. They'll say who's the next
They're like,
LeBron.
oh,
Nobody
they want to
says
be
that.
like Jordan. They want to be like, oh, like they want to be
that-
Kobe. They want to be Steph Curry, and then it stops. Or they want to be like the big
Yeah,
men that
Danny,
used to shoot like
I'm gonna ask
dirt.
you a question. Danny, what was your favorite teams from the 90s to watch? Besides the Bulls.
Besides the Bulls, I liked the Pacers. Even though I didn't really like the Knicks, I liked their play style a little bit. They were a little bit like the Pistons. They were more butch. They were used to get away with more stuff. I did like the early Orlandos because they were more fluid and running up and down with Penny Hardaway. But I liked the Sonics. I liked it Champagne
Sean
and
was it
Kemp,
Gary
Kemp?
with
Sean Kemp?
Strim and Mullen.
Yeah,
not
they had,
Mullen,
Kendrick Perkins.
what's his name? I forget his name, but Ellis, he was in there
Yeah,
also.
yeah.
Ellis.
No, not Del Ellis.
He was a coach.
No,
No,
it
not
was
Dell.
Del Ellis,
Dell
right?
was in the
Yeah,
Nuggets.
yeah, because the other one's Mario
No,
Ellis.
that's it.
Yeah, it's Del Ellis. Yeah.
What
You
was
said
his
Perry
name?
Ellis?
Nate McMullen.
No. Yeah,
Yes,
he-
Nate
It was Nate
McMullen.
McMullen.
yeah.
He was at the Sonics.
And Kendrick not Kendrick.
Kendrick Perkins
Yeah,
was with the
Kendrick-
Sonics.
Yes,
not-
he
not
was.
Kendrick
Kendrick
Perkins.
after
Was
the
it Kendrick
Lakers, yeah.
Perkins?
Not. I know
Perkins
Kendrick
was in the
was-
Sonics.
It was something
It
else.
wasn't
Perkins.
Kendrick though.
It was something Perkins. I know that he was the
Yeah.
lefty
Sam?
shooter. That he
Yes,
had
the
threes
lefty
also.
big man.
Oh yeah,
The
now
lefty big man.
My man Sam Perkins?
Sam
Perkins,
Sam
That's
Perkins.
it.
Popeye Jones. Who you like?
What other teams I liked? I can't really recall off the top because I was in that little heated thing. So that's all I think about of what I was going to say after that until how now they're not that good.
All right. So
And,
let me
but
ask you
before
real
you-
quick.
Sorry, before you go, I want to say one last thing. I think now is so much more easier to get into the NBA than back then.
It's like it's much easier to become a singer now.
Yeah, I think
As well.
because it's so watered down, they're forced to just take anybody that's mediocre and say that they're elite.
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess if you
Like
had the
I'm not
attributes,
saying that they're total
Yeah.
scrubs or whatever for the time now, but if you put them back then, yes, they will eat them
Yes.
alive.
And they're
But
kind
now
of
it's like
flanky too.
That's the best they
They're all
have.
skinny
So
players.
that's the best to put out there. But
You
now
telling me
more,
was it
it's more
Anthony
like
Mason?
sell them out and have little YouTubers or podcasters out there. They're more worried about their image and making money than the actual game. They're not in it for the game. They're in it to make the money and to become famous. That's it. All right, Carmelo.
Yeah, LeBron's playing against podcasters.
Right.
Yeah, Carmelo.
So why are they so many? If everything's evolved, then like the athletes evolved and the games evolved, why are they so many more injuries now than back then?
Because they're not. It's a total lie.
And
KG
it's
said
not
something about the work conditioning back then, how they used to put their body off the off season.
yeah, and
have
it's
you heard
not
that?
as and it's
They used
not
to play
as
real games. They
It's
used to play real
intense.
games.
it's not
not
as
physical.
intense. It's not physical. So why are they getting injured?
They barely
Like,
have practice now.
Yeah.
why
They
are
don't have
they
practice.
just running by themselves and then they tear their Achilles or whatever?
You know what's crazy? You say that, Mello? It's wild because back then, I rarely remember hearing about Achilles injuries, bro. Like, I feel like that wasn't even really a thing back
Or
then.
ACLs and stuff like that. I don't know.
And
Yeah,
I
They played
rarely
harder back
remember
then.
hearing that. Yeah, I rarely remember hearing that. But they'll tell
What you
now
heard was that
before
they
I
had
know.
it that it was sore or whatever. So like they would like sit them for a few games or whatever to relax it. Like the more recent one that I remember that he didn't tear it, but he was playing through it was Okar from the Pacers. That he went from the Jazz to the Pistons. The
Okay.
white guy. He had his Achilles was bad and it was always sore. But he would take a few games off with it, but he'll come back and play. But his shit didn't break. And he would play through it.
Because I feel like now this shit's just
Yep.
all broken.
Stop wearing
Shit
those
is
bullshit
fragile.
ass sneakers though.
and it's not just like in basketball, it's in all sports. It's just like
That's true.
everybody's getting injured. Like it's like we're supposed to be in this time where everybody's elevated. Like you got
So
different
advanced.
nutrition and
Yeah.
better workouts and stuff. You would think they'd be more
And-
conditioned,
and
but
the other
Yeah,
thing is-
advanced. Everything.
Everybody now has the same fucking workout. Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody has the same moves.
You notice
If you
back
watch
then the players
the tapes, it's always 2 through the legs, 1 dribble pull up, or just through the legs and regular shot, or a fake, or the thing is the same thing.
Yeah.
The same thing over and over, and how they go to take off. They extend like they put their legs so back that it kind of overextends their Achilles. And I don't know who the fuck is teaching them that shit, but that's not how you should be taking off. Because even the people who run, and even in the Olympics or whatever, you're seeing both, they never do that shit to have the first step or to go quick.
yeah,
But
Yeah.
you see the players back then, how they had muscles and all that stuff. Now they all skinny players.
Yeah.
You remember Anthony Mason? And like, who's gonna back him down?
everybody
Yeah,
was brolic, bro.
Yeah.
And they were in shape. They really didn't get tired like that.
Alonzo
Yeah.
was brolic.
And they played 82 games.
Oakley
Yeah.
was brolic.
Yeah. But you
They-
know
they
what
were
they'll
butchers
tell you
back then, a
now?
lot.
They'll tell you now, like, oh, they were just big, but they weren't athletic. Like, so like now the argument now is like, oh, everybody is faster, stronger, like more athletic. They jump higher. Like
Lies.
that's why they say they get hurt. I mean,
Lies.
I'm with you.
I think
it's
that's a
lies.
lie.
I think it's lies.
Yeah.
To be honest, I just think, like you said, I don't think they
I,
work hard.
I see the same speed as back then. I see but now they have, if you watch the game, they have so much slowdown in the game that is crazy. Between the fouls and the free throw shots and the walking to complain and the walking to this and walking to that and then more timeouts and then to look at the camera to see if he stepped on it, to look if the call, to everybody's bitching about with the stupid
Review
thing.
it.
Oh, review,
Review
yeah.
the shit, every single thing review. Like 5 seconds ago they reviewed it before you lost. How the fuck you forgot that you don't have it anymore and you're still like this?
Like back then, like everybody's play style, the teams play exactly the same. I can't tell the difference coaching between teams. Back then you had the defensive teams. Back
Yep.
then you had the slow down teams. You had like the
High speed
Pistons.
offense ones.
Yeah, you had the
too.
Sacramento Kings going
The
crazy.
Suns. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Right.
the Suns.
Yeah, when
And,
you, when
you
you
know,
played, sorry, when
Everybody
you
played
played the
differently
Jazz,
back then.
yeah, when you played the Jazz, you knew You was in for that pick and roll.
Much
And-
Ask Isaiah Thomas. Ask
and that
Isaiah
look-
Thomas
And the low cut from
versus
when they
Carmelo.
swing from one side to the other, Hornacek and stuff like that after
Right.
the picks.
And that's a good point, Danny. And also too, Harry mentioned it. Like you would be excited when you would see like the Suns play the Spurs, because you would say, okay, this is a really good defensive team, and this is like a really
Versus
good offensive.
The best
yeah.
offensive team. So let's see
So,
what they're gonna do now.
Yeah, you would see like
Yeah.
you'd be excited to see like those matches in the playoffs. So,
You
it
see a
was
3-point team versus a non-3-point shooting team.
like,
Like
yeah,
the one that had it was like Bruce Bowen in the corner,
yep.
the occasional Ginobili Wow 3, and stuff like
Bruce
that.
Bowen. He said Bruce Bowen.
Bruce Bowen.
Damn.
That Bruce hit it.
Yeah, Bruce,
Yeah.
Bruce hit it.
Shut up. Get loose with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. They had Wally Zerviak too. The T-Wolves.
Wally Zerviak.
Yeah.
Wow, I forgot
Yeah.
about
Australia.
him.
KG hated
Didn't
it.
he get
Wally's
traded?
world.
He
My
got
dude,
traded.
Nick's not
Miami?
talking.
Yeah.
He got traded to Miami, right?
Nah, I think he went to
What
like
team he got?
Cleveland or something like
He,
that.
he went to
Can't remember.
Cleveland.
He was with. Yeah,
But
so there you go.
LeBron had no help, but he had Wally Zariak.
He never
Man,
has help
he
there.
wasn't that nice though. he was okay.
He was an all-star with KG though.
He was an all-star.
KG hated him. KG
He's an
hated
all-star. And then they talk
Yeah.
about the Cleveland. You know, Gaskins was an all-star, right?
Yeah,
him.
as well with
Ilgauskas was
LeBron.
nice. I actually liked Ilgauskas.
Yeah.
But he had no help. They
You know
never
what
mentioned-
Cavs jersey was good when they had Bobby Sora and Sean Camp was there. Those,
Yup.
that they were like blue and black.
They had
Those
the
jerseys
fat
look
cap.
nice.
Yeah.
The fat
Dude.
Sean Camp.
Now that you mentally know all these names. You know that Bulls team with Joakim Noah, and then they had
Derrick
Derrick
Rose.
Rose.
Derrick
No,
Rose.
and,
That was like I didn't. They were okay. Like they were gritty. That's what I liked about them. You know what I'm saying? Like you could tell like they was out there.
Ben
trying to win
Gordon
every
was
game.
the other guy. Ben Gordon.
Yeah. So it was like, like they weren't nice, but it's like you wanted to root for them because they was
Yep.
leaving it all out there, bro. It was
And
just,
they were young. They had so many years more to
Mhm.
grow and become
Yeah.
better that
But
shit
Rose
just got
was
shattered
hurt,
by
man.
this guy.
Yeah,
Happened.
Rose,
What
man.
happened?
Yeah, Rose was getting hurt.
Yep.
I-
It was
I
bound
think
to happen
his is-
anyway.
His out of all the what ifs, we seen what he would have been because he would have
He
only
won the
improved
MVP before
more.
that too.
Yeah,
He
he was
already had kind of started working on his jump shot because his floater and stuff and his at the rim was already up there. But he was already working. His jump shot was iffy at times and on and off, but he was working on it.
Yeah, he was special, man. He was legit
Mhm.
special.
So who you say now your favorites, who you think are the best players
hot
ever if
sauce.
you want to go there? Hot sauce and what was it? Skip to Malou.
Escalade.
That's good.
Yeah.
Skip to Malou wasn't he in Houston, right?
Half man, half amazing.
No,
He was the
Rob
Magic.
Hampton in
Orlando.
Orlando?
In Orlando.
Yeah, with Dwight Howard. That
Yeah,
Magic
and
was
then-
on
was
the
on the
good too.
Raptors too. He was on the
And
Raptors
then-
too.
Okay,
Yeah,
wasn't
that
he-
team was good.
Why
When-
Why
from-
am
move
I
on
from
from-
Houston though?
after he
He
went
was
to
in
Houston.
Houston.
After, yeah.
He was in
After.
Houston, yeah.
Yeah, he was.
That was
Yo,
one
you
of
ain't even mentioned the
Orlando's
franchise.
mistakes. That was one of Orlando's
Said the
mistakes because
franchise, Steve Francis,
they wanted to give
Steve
it back
Francis.
to
Tino Mobley.
they wanted to give the reins back to Nelson
Oh, Jameer
Jameer
Nelson.
Nelson.
because he was injured on that run. But if I'm watching that and I see that with
Miguel
Rafer
Petrus.
as the starting point guard got us with that team to the finals, I'm giving that team another run. And I'm sorry, but Nelson was saying, but this one got us to the playoffs. I'm starting off the bench to start the season and see how we go from there.
Didn't
And we-
Rafe Alston hit Eddie House in the head and his
Oh,
headband just got off his
we-
head?
Before we move on,
It
that's
was-
the other thing that
yeah.
that now the
Eddie
coaches
House, like,
has no balls
No
now
balls.
to fucking sit players down like back
he
then.
used to be fiending, bro.
Or
When
like,
like, Danny,
or like Popovich, they don't sit
It's
the players
too much
down. Now,
money.
no, if you fuck up, go sit down at the fucking end of the
It's
bench.
too much money, man. It's too
Yo,
much
Danny,
money. Man.
I don't know if you remember Eddie House when it was a blowout. He used to hit threes and he used to just pop shit.
Yeah.
When they were winning by like 30.
He used to jack off threes.
Yeah, on purpose.
And he used to hit them shits, too.
Like, bro, you ain't winning because of you.
And he used to hit them shit, but he used to get the other team so upset though.
Yeah,
House.
yeah. He got hit in the head by Rafe Alston.
Rick Ross said, yeah, he smacked him in his head.
Isn't that Mike Bibby's stepbrother or something?
Yeah.
No, not stepbrother.
Brother-in-law.
Brother-in-law, yes.
Who, Rick Ross?
No,
No,
Eddie Huss.
Eddie House.
Oh, it is. You're right. Yes, Eddie Ellis.
Yo, Mike
Um,
Bibby hit that shot on the Lakers though.
He did.
Let's keep it
Yo,
real.
And
but
rest
it
in
kind
peace,
of
Kobe, bro. Kobe said
Yeah.
you got
move
Bibby. You did it,
Yeah.
Kobe.
to move it back, Carmelo, what you was gonna say?
yeah, that back then it kind of feels like every team had their own superstar, and they were always competing against each other. So because
Mhm.
like we said, we could mention like like when we go through best players of that era, whatever. They really had a good like Indiana had Reggie
Everybody.
Miller, the Bulls had Jordan, Utah had Karl Malone, the Knicks had Patrick Ewing. So everybody had like
Detroit
a
had
superstar,
Grant
which
Hill.
was cool. Yep.
They had Grant
And then
Hill. Detroit,
Charles Barkley,
Charles Barkley. Yeah. Like everybody, all the teams was like kind of more balanced than they are
Yep.
now.
Yep.
Because nobody was
so it
joining
made
nobody.
it. So you could watch. I remember like from the late '90s, because you're already older. You could find the stuff on your own, and plus the cable came out, so you had more access to more games. From like the late '90s to like the early 2000s, you can literally sit there and watch every playoff game. Like you know what I'm saying? Because everything was good.
I used to do
You
that.
get what I mean?
Even
Yeah,
with teams
because
you don't
it's
like.
not.
Right?
It's not like oh, I don't like these teams. I'm not gonna watch them. But back then, you used to be like, oh, even though I don't
You
like
watch it.
these two play, I'm watching them because it's gonna be a good game. You get what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
And also back then, I feel like it wasn't as many blowouts in the playoffs either.
No.
like
It was
man.
super rare for blowouts to happen.
Yeah, back then the first round was best of 5.
Yo,
That was the
yeah.
thing too.
And if one team would blow the other one out, it would almost be like a guarantee. Like the other team is gonna get swept. Nowadays,
Yeah.
it's like I blow you out this game. Tomorrow you blow me out, and it's just like yo, there's
And there's a
Balance
tell
this
game
shit,
7.
bro.
And there's a game 7.
yeah,
or
yeah. It
whatever it
makes
is.
no sense. Yeah. You beat me by 40, and then I win the 7 series game. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. They win that
Yeah,
home game,
right,
and then the other
right.
team will win it at home.
Yeah.
It always does that now. Like you
But-
already know who's gonna win.
But yet the best players now, the more advanced,
Yeah.
the smarter,
Yeah.
the smarter
The
players.
smart-
All right.
Sure.
All
Better
right, so-
basketball. JJ Redick.
So I'm gonna start out.
I think
with,
they were watching that JJ Redick tape. That's
yeah.
why they all asked
yeah,
now.
it was. Yeah, yeah.
Yo, Isaiah Thomas. I remember he got bowled by Karl Malone too.
Oh,
I
elbow.
used to hate him for that.
He was leaking.
Yeah, but that's something else. Like they used to be fighting back then. Like who was it? PJ Brown flipped Charlie Ward or somebody or Chris Childs
It
in
was
the
Charles.
Heat. They threw him in with
In
the
the
fans.
stands. Yeah.
Mm.
You know, Jeff
Blender.
Van Gundy got in between Larry Johnson and Lonzo Mourning.
He was
He's
on his
holding on
leg.
to his leg.
Yeah,
For
You know,
dear
Larry
life.
Johnson was grandmama.
yeah. Jeff Van Gundy called Jordan a con man, and then Jordan scored 50 something on the Knicks, and he was talking shit to him. And then they asked Jeff Van Gundy what he said. He said, "Oh, I really didn't hear him, but he did."
Yo, bro. But see, think about it like this: like even though you're not better than Jordan and you can't beat him,
But they respected him too.
yeah. But what are you supposed to say as an opponent? Oh, he's better than me. No, like you're supposed to. And that's the
I
thing
liked
about
it
back
that.
then,
I
right?
liked
That's
it that.
like,
That they
yeah.
didn't get along with him, like
Yeah.
him. They wanted to beat him. That's
Yep.
what made it, fun to watch. Like
Yeah.
now, like who the hell's afraid of LeBron? Like he'll just give him a handshake in the back or
yeah,
in the
why?
front. He'll get
That's
him.
because he's recruiting as he's losing.
Yeah.
He wants to be your
Again.
friend until he could get you in your team, and then once he uses you, he'll throw you away like trash.
Or if the team does bad, he'll blame you.
Yeah, he'll blame you, but it's never him.
It's
though.
never his fault.
Yeah, no, that's true. Actually.
It's never his fault for going 3 for like 40
And-
in the
And I
fourth
like
quarters.
He
Yeah.
be doing that shit. He do be doing that shit.
But yeah, okay, I'm gonna start off. We don't have to put them in order. But you can mention a few names. Okay, Chad. Who do you think are the best players of all time? Any order? I know we don't got no list of nothing right now, but on top of the head, that
Of
could be
all
fun
time?
someday. Yeah, we could revisit this topic and have your personal 10 and who you think are the best.
Off the top of my head, I would say.
Yeah, they don't have to be your
Jordan.
favorite.
Yeah, Jordan is there. I know y'all hate to hear it, but LeBron is definitely in there.
In what? I hope it's the top 50,
Yeah,
not top 10.
Again.
Hakeem Olajuwon is up there. I would say Tim Duncan is up there.
Wait, before you move in, tell me one thing LeBron is great at that puts him up there.
Honestly, Danny,
You
Without the
don't
help.
know. You don't know.
listen. I'm gonna tell you. Yo, LeBron does everything really, really well.
Sure he does.
He
Sure
does.
he does.
He knows he does well.
I'll give
He
him
knows
this.
he does well.
He's the best stat patter of all time.
And the best recruiter of all time.
My man
He's the
said
biggest
recruit.
lie. He's the biggest lie the NBA ever created. I give him that. You
Kobe.
can keep going with your list.
Kobe is up there too. It's weird, like, and I know this is probably gonna upset people, but like, I know people love to mention like Magic Johnson and things like that. When I see Magic Johnson play, I don't see one of the best ever. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You know, he does that like
It's like,
They
I'm
show the
sorry,
same
but
play
that's
in
behind
different
the back.
angles.
I'm sorry,
that-
that shit is not that impressive.
By the
yo,
way,
man.
Michael Cooper got dunked on by Dr. J with the Rock the
He
Baby.
did rock the baby to sleep.
Yo,
Oh,
but that's the
in
same.
Philly.
They be showing the same clip in different angles, so it could look
Yeah.
like
He
it's
did the Dr. J
one-on-one.
did the layup.
Yeah,
And did it. And that layup was crazy. But it's like, I know people say that, and maybe I do need to go back and watch it. Because, you know, sometimes people say, oh, you didn't see Oscar Robinson play with all these people. But, like, sometimes I feel like I watch them and I'm like,
Like,
you
I don't
can
have
see
to
that
watch
they were
them. I know.
nice. Yeah, but, like, when I see Magic Johnson, I'm like, even him dribbling the ball. Like,
I
it looks
think
like,
Larry Bird was a little better than Magic.
I think so, too. I think Isaiah Thomas was way better than him, too. Like, I think, I don't know what it was about him, but I'm sorry, Magic, you're getting that shot. But, yeah, man, I just had
I'll take him over the people of now, though. I'll
I'm
take
sorry.
him over.
But Isaiah talks so much shit about Jordan beating them and that he's old and Jordan and everything. But do you know that how he got his first ring versus the Lakers? Magic Johnson got injured, and he beat the Lakers
mean,
with Magic
did.
Johnson injured. Magic Johnson
There
didn't even
was-
play. He barely even played in that series.
There was that game where Isaiah Thomas.
I know
did
you're gonna
one
say
with his
Chad.
ankle, and he
I
scored
know you're gonna say
25.
that.
And they lost the series.
You always go.
He was
and they
killing
lost that
though.
one.
He was killing though in that
He
game.
was.
though.
Wait,
was. I
Detroit
give him
beat
that.
the
I
Portland
give him that.
Trailblazers
He
for
was.
the second championship, I think. And he did that in LA too.
He did
You know,
do that.
Kurt
shit
Rambis
in
will
LA.
foul the shit out of you too. Kurt Rambis.
Yeah, Kurt Rambis
Yeah.
did. Who was that he fouled that they just started fighting? Was it McHale?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
yeah. It was
I know he
Mikel.
fouled Bird too hard too. I know
Yeah.
he fouled Bird.
He did.
But yeah, go ahead, keep
All right,
going.
go ahead, Chad.
No, I would say off the top of my head, just we can revisit it when we actually do our
Yes.
list. But I would
It's just,
say for
something
me,
right now.
those are probably like the top. They were probably like my top. So I would say Jordan, Kobe, Tim Duncan, Elijah Wan. I'd probably say those are probably like my top players.
All right.
And LeBron.
I feel
What's
sorry
about
for
you,
you.
Carmelo? And you,
So,
Carmelo?
I mean, I think Jordan could be it's like without even being said, without, you know. So you got Jordan, you got Kobe. So for me personally, I got Reggie up there. I got Shaq up there.
Oh, Shaq too.
Iverson. Obviously not the best. Like some of those are not the best players, but I just like the impact they had on the game.
That's good.
There was like a 2-3 year span where I just hated Shaq because of how dominant he was. I fucking hated him, man. Like
I hated him in LA.
yeah,
I liked
But
him
that's
with the
'cause-
Magic though. I liked him with the Magic, but now with LA.
but
LA,
because he
it was
was,
just too much.
it was just annoying that it's
He was
like
so,
yo, yeah, like you can't.
there's no one
your
that can
center
stop
can't
him.
get in there. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then your center can't get in there because Shaq is
Gonna
gonna
foul
fuck him
out.
up. He's gonna fuck him up either way. In defense, he's gonna fuck you up, and then in offense, I think he hurt you more in the offense because he was just do these fucking spins and
The
just
bows.
hit you mad hard. Yeah.
Yeah, the Kazam.
Yes. So then,
Before you get into that,
Like,
you know, now they be saying, oh, but nowadays the big men, they'll bring them out. Yeah, you bring them out, right, to jack up that break of a three, but you got to go down there and play defense on them. So while you missing
Yeah.
your threes, you better hope you keep making them because at the other end, he's not missing those dunks on him. And
That's
he's going to end
true.
up fouling out.
threes do be twos, but if you're consistent with the twos, it's a high percentage. His are
It's a
dunks.
higher
So he's not
Yeah.
gonna miss.
Kareem said that he was like, you know, the closer you are, the higher the percentage goes of making it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
That's
now
not
they're,
rocket
they're
science.
afraid
He
of
averaging like
the,
62%
they're
from
afraid
the
to the
paint.
closer shot. They go to the one that they're 20% or 30%, and then they call them
They'll
great
break a
shooters.
three on a 4-on-1 fast break.
Go ahead,
yo,
Carmelo.
the last big man that I saw that was closest to like, you know, like now that we're talking about that was Dwight Howard, and I don't know what happened to him. It's
Yeah.
just like he was like dominant like that, and then all of a sudden he just kind of like fell off.
I think he may be the
his-
last big man like that too.
His
But he
back,
fell off.
his back mostly.
Yeah, but
Yes,
he
it was his back too.
he had that old feel, like that old school feeling to him where he was
But
like.
we got to be honest about the light real fast. He had
Nah,
no
we're not
post
talking about his
He
outside
had no
activities.
post game.
But
Yeah,
Shaq
oh, yeah.
kind of didn't either. He
Yeah,
had that little
you're
jump
right.
hook.
With no post game, man, he sent LeBron home.
He did though.
Yo,
He
but
did, though.
that was the
They
thing. Like,
had
all,
Mikael Petrus. Mikael Petrus.
but all big men had kind of like
And
a
Fergal.
signature shot. Like you see, like Olajuwon had that shake and roll, and then you
Dream
also
shit,
had
yeah.
Ewan had something similar too, where he would back you up and then he would back up and
He had a
make that
fadeaway
shot.
Yeah,
too.
he had the fadeaway.
Yeah.
He had a jump shot
And
too.
he was
He
he was really good in free throws. I used to like
Yeah.
I remember that.
He had the high arcing free throw too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
He just won a lot.
yeah.
He did
But
with the
there's
knee
like
pads.
LA,
With the knee
15
pads.
knee pads. 15 knee
Yeah.
pads.
Nah, but go ahead.
Yeah.
Come on.
So they had Iverson. So then yeah, so
You don't like Tim Duncan?
He was okay. I think his for me when I look at them, I like exciting players. Not this Tim Duncan was like great, but he was like mad fundamental. Like you know what I'm
He
saying?
was
like
dominant too.
yeah,
when
he
had to,
was
and
dominant.
He played both
but
hands too.
he was
He
so
played both hands.
fundamental,
Yeah.
and he was so.
He
It was like, yo,
2010.
I'm not gonna take an extra bounce if I could do it. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna do what I need to do, and that's it. I'm not gonna put any glamour on it. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna put. I'm gonna bust your ass with the only things that I need. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what puts him in the top 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tim Duncan's a great player.
Yep.
And he's
the best
efficient.
power
He's
forward of
efficient.
all time. He is
Yep.
the best power
He,
Yep.
And the Admiral David Robinson, the Twin Towers.
he got
You know that-
lucky.
You know that
Robinson
he
got
had,
lucky near the end.
know that
that,
he
that they got Tim Duncan.
that year he won the MVP. Hakeem Olajuwon was tight.
Yeah.
And the first game too.
Yeah,
In
first
San
game.
Antonio. They used to play in the Alamo.
Yeah.
Yo, y'all ain't
He's
even
wearing the
mention Yao
Alamo.
Ming. That's disrespect.
Yao
bro.
Ming, wow. Yao Ming, I
Bro,
forgot
like,
about him.
Yao.
He played with Steve
Um,
Francis and Coutinho.
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
But from there, it's just a lot of like role players. Like you know, when I think of my favorite players, those I say those have to be in my top.
Oh, Vince
So
Carter
what-
too was a great one
You
too.
don't like
Yeah.
Vince Carter?
I
T
love
Mac?
You see, but here's the thing. Like I didn't like. So my list is limited because back then it's like if you had a team like if I like let's say Iverson, like I would hate the other person so to the point where I don't like him. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why my list is so short because I still
That's me
feel,
and Derek Fisher. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah. So I kind of feel like I still have some of that inside of me. Like when I think about that play, I'm like fuck him, he's whack. But
And
in
Gilbert
reality,
Arenas,
he's
too.
good. Yeah,
Hibachi.
Arenas, Gilbert Arenas.
Hibachi. He's a hibachi.
But yeah, go ahead. What about you, Harry?
Well, everybody's gonna say Jordan, the perfect player, the ultimate competitor. He does whatever it takes to win. He doesn't care if you like him or not. I'm just gonna sprinkle in some names. Shaq, no particular order. I think I'm gonna put Bird up there. Maybe
Yeah,
I'll throw
so-
in.
sorry,
Yo,
not
I
to
can't
cut
really
you
think
off.
right now.
Sorry, not to cut you off. You
Go
could
ahead.
think while I talk. If Bird didn't hurt his back at the fucking farm, he would have been so much better, and I think he would have won more than 3 titles also.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
he hurt his back
Bird was
true.
nice.
so
Bird
So I'ma
early
go-
in his career
I think
that it kind of it made his career be shorter, and he was always dealing with it after that. He was never 100%.
He was like
Yeah.
32. Like when
he was young when he
Green
retired
team,
too.
right? He was
Yeah.
on the tree, and he was like not even really good on
That's the
that.
last time he played professionally too.
That's what I'm saying, which
the
is
Dream
crazy.
Team,
Yeah, his back was already
Yeah.
fucked then that he could barely play when he did the Dream Team. That was like his last
Mhm.
thing that he did.
Which is crazy to think about because he was
I-
young.
To me, I'm gonna put Olajuwon up there because I think he's the best center of all time.
I
He
think
had the most. And I think he still holds the number 1 blocks of all time as well.
Yeah, he does.
Not
He
even
does.
I don't know if
so. And
Matoma,
assists
but he
too,
does
right?
hold it.
From like
No,
centers
For-
too,
for
right?
big- yeah.
They're not catching it
Him-
up either. They're not catching that
Yeah,
record
I think
either.
I think he was like a Jordan of
So
the
he
center
was-
because his footwork.
He was the most skilled big man ever, I think. You know?
Yes,
he played
he
great
could post
defense
up.
and offense. Like he could do everything. on
Yeah,
the
he
court.
had a jump shot. Yeah, like you really wasn't. He's gonna contest the shot,
Yeah,
and you're gonna try to change your shot up around him.
Yeah, he was
So
nice.
like I don't know if I say I have Shaq in there, the Magic Shaq. Well,
Mhm.
probably the Lakers. We're talking about best of all time. Um, it's hard because
Duncan.
maybe
Duncan in there.
Duncan, Isaiah Thomas,
Oh.
Dirk,
Barkley.
Charles Barkley could be probably. See, it's so hard. I'm not even making a top 10, but I'm picturing a top 10 in my head. There's that. I don't know if I would put Kareem up there. I don't care if you could score 1,000,000 points, but that doesn't make you the best because he wasn't considered the best at the top. It's also like he just ended up in the perfect situation as well in LA.
He did.
Yeah, he was stacked, but then again, Bird too.
But if you take his
He won on the Bucks too,
entire,
though.
if you take his
Yeah, he
entire
did win with the
career,
Bucks.
yeah, if you take his entire
One guy.
career, yes, I can see it.
Yeah, okay, I'll put him up there, but he's not in the
His-
top 5.
His
for me.
problem was once he left the Bucks, he can no longer carry a team.
He
not
wasn't
until-
really carrying
not
LA
until
like that.
Magic
He's played a
got
long
there.
time.
Yeah, every time was bounce out the first round, bounce at the second round, bounce out the first round, and then Magic got there straight to title, and then Magic won it without
See?
him being in there in the last game.
Yeah, I'm about to say because he was the center.
I'm sorry, but I cannot have Bill Russell up there.
No.
Yes, I know what he did, and I don't know about Will Chamberlain, but I don't know about if I could put him up there either. I didn't watch the games, but I know enough about the stats and the time that they played that it doesn't matter if you put them in any time. I just don't think they are the best.
His
Of
playing
all
time
time.
back then.
It's like, okay, Kobe Bryant, I never liked Kobe, not at one time, but I respect him because he played hard every game. And, he wanted to win like the main players, like, he
He was
okay,
the
he's like
closest
a
to
Jordan.
He's the
So Jordan,
closest
so
to
if
Jordan.
you're close to Jordan's the best, why Kobe's not considered the second best? But I don't know if I would have him at 2. I think I would have him at 2. I don't know. I'll leave that for another time. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I can't think, but whenever we speak again, I'll get
You know
some
what's
better
crazy?
names.
Real fast about Kobe that I did always love. You could tell he like always admired and loved Jordan, but like he always wanted to beat him and be better than
He
him.
wanted to beat him.
He always wanted to like beat him and be better than him. Like it was never
Yeah.
like, oh, like and I hate to say it, but like LeBron is like, oh, he wants to be 23 because he wants to be
You-
like Jordan.
Yeah.
Kobe wants to be 24 because he's like, I want to be better than him.
Yes.
In the Olympics,
Like you
Kobe
think
was 10.
if Jordan
That's
plays
Jordan was fine.
the LeBron the Bulls Jordan played against LeBron, you think Jordan's gonna be friendly with LeBron? He's not. Even
Nah.
though LeBron's gonna try to be his friend,
Yeah,
he's not gonna be friendly towards him.
nah, he's not.
That LeBron's probably gonna take it personal. He don't want to talk to me or whatever.
Yeah,
Like that. But he did that with well, Jordan didn't care like that about LeBron about Kobe before because but then he respected him because the way he he played the game. He
yeah.
played the game, like it was the last game of all time every time. So Jordan respected that. That's a company he was cool with Kobe near the end. He
And
passed the torch, like MSG or whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna
'Cause
say
that was his last.
Jordan gets along with AI also because of that.
That too.
Yeah,
Yeah, see, he cares about players that that love the game, that want to play and respect the game. Okay, so what's up with you, Danny?
So why he ain't best friends with Isaiah Thomas?
that's a good point.
That's a whole new thing. But that I don't care about that.
I'm
Like,
messing with you.
that's,
from
that's
past.
them.
That's a
that's-
real rivalry.
It was Isaiah Thomas.
That's a real rivalry right there.
Yeah, that's a real one. You don't
That's-
have to be
I don't
friends
give
with
a fuck.
everybody. at
They
the end
won't
of
even
the
I
day.
give
don't
him
care that we
props,
have
bro.
been
I
playing
mean-
for this whole time. I don't give a shit about
Yo,
you.
Yeah, but that's how much they love the game. They can't even play like that anymore, and they still hold the rivalry
Yeah.
like they're about to play.
Yeah, you can't be friends with everybody at the end
Yeah,
of the day.
nah, I get
probably.
it.
That's the way I see it. Yeah,
Yeah,
you,
so-
Danny?
So I'm gonna name a few, and then I'll name some of the side ones that I like. I'm gonna say Jordan is number 1. Number 2 is Kobe. Then is like 1,000 steps after them. I would say I'm gonna give it to Kareem because of his career. He belongs up there. Just because his career. Just because at the end he couldn't carry the team no more doesn't take away his 2 college trophies and everything else he did. and the thing before that. Then you got Tim Duncan, Hakeem Olajuwon. Shaq is a little bit down because in order to be in the top 10, it's not just dominant you have to be and stuff like that. You have to also be fundamentally sound also. You have to have like the footwork, the handles, the jump shot. You have to be able
Shaq's
to
peak didn't last that long either.
one dribble pull up, fade away, everything that puts you great at. He really wasn't that, but he's
Yeah.
up there in, as I say, in the more than 20, up to 20s.
I
Well,
think
not
that
20s, but up like 15, 14, stuff
I
like that.
respect
would've-
that though, because you gotta
he
have
would-
more than just dunks. And
yeah, but he
dominance.
would have been better if he would have been more disciplined.
Yeah,
'Cause
he
they
got
was
taken
they
this
would
too.
see, yeah, because he used to come in like mad fat and like towards like not even towards the end. I want to say
If he's still with the
messed it-
Magic shape in LA, if he stood the way he
Yeah,
looked
but-
in the
but-
Magic to
Yep.
LA.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but that's how great players differentiate themselves
That's what I'm saying.
from not great players. Because if you look at Vince Carter, he had all the talent in the world, but he didn't have the heart to kill a motherfucker and to be on their throats every time.
That's
That's
true.
what he didn't have.
Yeah,
He had the athletic, he had the shots, he had the dribble, he had the footwork, but
Vince
he
Carter
didn't
could've
have
done a lot
that
better.
dog, that crazy shit that takes you to the next
I
level.
think he was better than T-Mac.
Well,
he was better than Tracy McGrady too.
He
Yeah.
was.
You can see that he has the
Yeah.
same thing as this other dude as KD. It's like you don't have that in you. You like you could be a good player, but if you don't have that that killer
Kevin Durant
mentality,
doesn't have it either. He doesn't have it either.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
All right, and
You
then
can't teach that.
I think Grant Hill would have been up there if he didn't get injured because he was on a good path too to be
Mhm.
great. Even though they fucked him up by saying I'm better than Mike that one time they put him in the
Yeah. Slam
Sports
magazine.
Illustrated.
You're not gonna say Allen Houston?
No,
It was nice though.
and then
jump shot was real.
besides the top, I'm gonna mention a few. So Vince Carter is up there. I liked how he played. I liked the T-Mac, Iverson, Grant Hill,
Jerry
I did
Stackhouse.
like Duncan. Ginobili
Jerry
was a little
Stackhouse.
crazy. I liked the Tony
Yeah.
Parker. I liked his floater game, which when we played, I know sometimes you see me do the floater inside is because I
Carmelo
tried
did the floater
to
too.
copy it. Yeah, Carmelo used to do the floater too. I don't know if that's where you got it from, but that's where I tried to take it over from.
A lot of people used to do floaters back then, man. Like
But that made it consistently.
But he was the main one too. He was the
He
main
used
one.
to for being small. He always lead the league in shot field goals
In the paint, yeah.
in the paint.
He
Yeah,
did.
he was
the
Who's
point
that
guard.
again? Something
Tony
like-
Parker.
Tony
Tony
Parker.
no, Tony Parker, yeah.
He led the league in points in the paint.
He was like in the high 50s.
And you know, Ginobili was one of the first few that did the Euro step before everybody
Yeah.
started doing it too. Dirk
I-
did it too, as well.
I would say I did like Dirk. I like the Steve Nash, but the Steve Nash when he got to the Suns, where he was a little bit more free and more up and down.
Yeah. I
4
love-
seconds
I
or
think
less.
he
Well,
I
2
think he
seconds.
should have shot more. He should have been more ball hog at times because he was that 90 like 50 type players and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He was a player that when he didn't play, the team always lost.
Yeah,
Or when he goes to the bench.
You got to cut off the head of the snake.
Yeah.
which Ori did. But
It's a Ori.
Robert Ory.
there's a
Robert.
bunch. I like Reggie Miller. I always liked the Reggie Miller.
Reggie.
He like Ron Harper.
Ron Harper.
No, but since he was in the Bulls, I liked him.
With the shot, with the chewing the gum, with the shot.
Yeah, and
But that's
LA.
the Laker one. That's the Laker Ron Harper.
That was versus the Pacers, I think.
Yeah, versus the Pacers in the finals.
Yeah.
No,
Kobe did that thing. Like, he
he
got
calmed
it
down.
from
He
Shaq.
told Shaq, "Don't worry, I got this." And Shaq said that's when he knew
I
he was the
wanted the
best
Pacers
player
to win
in the
that one.
NBA.
Bro. I wanted
Me
the
too.
Pacers to win that
I
one.
wanted
want the
Reggie to
Pacers-
get a ring.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna cut it there on the people that I like and stuff like that, and say if you want to have any last words or anything, now's the time to do it. And while you at it, hit the follow, subscribe, and leave a comment. Tell us what content you want to see more of. Is there an episode you like and you want a part 2 from it, or you want us to go more deeper into it, or do you want us to say more info on what we talk? But on that note, Chad, your final thoughts?
Listen, I loved basketball. I mean, I still do watch it now, but I do miss the way the game was played back then. I'm hoping that they make the
You miss NBA inside stuff.
yeah, to where they go back to that really fast. To like Harry mentioned, like how great the All-Star games were. The All-Star game that I remember that like I loved was Harry. What year was that? Was that '99 or like 2003 where Marbury and all of them came?
Oh, that was
back?
one. Oh, one.
That was like one of the greatest games I think I've ever seen. That comeback was crazy. So, like we were talking about, it was pride. I feel like now the NBA lacks a lot of pride. So it's not as
It's
enjoyable
lost.
to watch.
I feel like
Yeah,
the NBA is lost now. Like
it is
it's
lost.
lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like it might be too far gone. I feel like it can't come back, to be honest.
Because it's a copycat league. They just copying off their previous players.
Yeah.
While they keep crashing the past, they're gonna keep doing that.
Yeah. So I just think that, yeah, like you said, the NBA is lost. So
When they get rid of this commissioner, we'll be much better.
yeah, you might be right because David
The
Stern
commish.
wouldn't handle
Put Pat Patterson.
with this bullshit.
Yeah.
He's rolling over his grave with this shit.
Yeah.
They gotta put
All
Pat
right, so-
Patterson as the commissioner.
So what about you, Mello? What are your last words?
For me right now, the NBA is unwatchable. Too many threes. It's like
You're playing 2K.
I remember the last time. Huh?
It is like
Yeah,
okay.
no,
Playing
yeah,
how
but that's a
we play
video.
2K.
You played
That's
the
a
NBA
video
done
game.
on 3.
back then. Yeah, back then we used to play like that. Before the
Remember we
NBA got
used
like that.
Pump fake like 10
With the
times so
three.
you jumped and then jumped.
Yeah, just so you
And
could
then
shoot the three.
Yeah.
Not good.
Yeah.
But I just feel like it's unwatchable now. Yeah, it's never gonna get back to what the way it was. Is just because, like you guys were saying, everybody's a copycat. Back then, it was kind of like every superstar, every team had their own personality. You had teams that played in the inside. You had jump shooting teams. You had defensive teams. Nowadays, everybody just wants to shoot threes. Everybody's like the same.
One style.
Yeah, one
like a
style. It's
scrimmage.
like, yep. So it's just for me. It's just unwatchable. I don't think I'm gonna get into it anytime soon. But yeah, those are my final thoughts on it. So yeah, what about you, Danny?
So my final thought is it's a little one. I think Oklahoma City winning the title is the biggest downfall of the NBA of all time. You have a team that disrespects the NBA. They don't they flop all over the fucking place. They have no real thing of love for the game. If they cheat the game, I hate that they won and they cheat the game. And they fucking won. If you cheat the game, you should not win. Like James Harden cheated the game so much that I'm so happy he hasn't won a goddamn fucking thing. I'm so mad that the NBA handed LeBron 2 fucking rings. And I'm
So you think that he actually won 2 of them?
the Heat won, 1-2. They got help versus
Yeah, he won one.
They got help with the OKC team when they played OKC because Durant was getting hacked the fuck up in that series and they
That
weren't
was also
calling it.
that was also the short season too.
Yeah,
But you
the
think that
lockout
they,
season.
but you won't give them the one in 2016, right? They earned that one
Which
against the
one?
Warriors.
Well,
No,
he
no,
bitched
no,
about
hell no.
Draymond
That
Green.
series should have been done.
Yeah.
The following game, when he got suspended, that was game over for them. That should have been game over because the following that game, Bogus got injured. Iguodala got injured. Curry got more injured than when he was already. And
Yeah, the triple single.
The downfall just happened, and then by the time the following 2 games happened, they were already
That's
beat
actually
down
he
that
didn't average
they
the triple
couldn't
single
they
back
couldn't
then.
win, and they only really lost by like 3 points. I don't want to hear that the next year the Cleveland would have beat them again because they barely beat them. They needed
they
a
weren't that good.
suspension, they needed injuries, and they needed that luck ass shot that Kyrie
You
fucking
know-
made at the end, and they
you
needed
know-
Steph Curry to fucking turn over the ball behind the back to Klay Thompson to win.
You know,
they
LeBron
have
has
And
no
by the
fight.
way, that block by LeBron, if you watch it, his hand was on the fucking rim. It should have been a
LeBron
goaltend.
James.
Yeah,
It
it
should have been a
was.
fucking goaltend.
It's not like Tayshaun Prince blocked Reggie Miller.
Yeah,
Reggie was like,
yeah, tight.
But this episode needs to end, so I'm gonna end it there. And this bullshit
No, I
NBA.
need
What
to go
about
too.
Harry? What about
So
Harry?
get Harry.
Yeah. Yeah. So LeBron really has kind of no rings though, because Kyrie Irving hit that shot too. He has no memorable finals moments.
And the Ray
though.
Allen one, I
Ray
don't count
Allen
that one.
bailed him
Ray
out.
Allen.
Ray Allen
And then
bailed him
Anthony
out.
Davis carrying him with the
not
Mickey
just
Mouse one.
sorry, not just Ray Allen. Greg Popovich for fucking taking Tim Duncan out when that would have been his rebound.
Thank you, Greg Pop. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Harry.
Yeah, and then Davis didn't win the MVP on that Mickey Mouse one that Anthony Davis averaged the most points. When have you seen anybody average more than Jordan in the finals? I'm just saying. Yo, so okay, I'm gonna say I miss remember NBA Jam session?
Yes.
Yeah, and what was the NBA Inside Stuff?
NBA action too.
NBA Action when they had the top
When
10.
they used to talk about real basketball, not
the
about
promos,
these
what was it? I love
ballerinas,
this
NBA players now and fake storylines.
Then the NBA didn't even feel like a finals. That thing's not even on the floor. Back then, they had the NBA finals or NBA playoffs with the 90 something, whatever it was, the script.
Yeah.
That was real NBA finals or whatever. But yeah, the game is not the same. It's unwatchable. And like I really don't watch it anymore. I barely keep up with it.
Sorry,
I can't.
And if he thinks by putting that fake ass 3D bullshit, a fucking trophy, AI in the fucking court that we happy with that shit, no, the players didn't slip on that fucking decal back then. They didn't slip now. They ain't gonna slip now where there's better fucking technology and they could just input the shit under the wax where they won't slip then. So I don't want to hear about this bitching and this fucking giraffe looking fuck trying to take the players empowerment bullshit. Get this motherfucker out of the NBA already. I don't want to hear that shit. Yeah, Harry, finish.
Yeah, I'm over this era of like that that is being played right now. I'm not enjoying it. Who knows if I ever start watching it seriously again? I don't watch it. I don't care for it. And like, yeah, that's it. Like the best basketball has been played already, and that was in the past. That's all I got to say about that.
And before we end, congratulations to the NBA gifting SGA his MVP award because they couldn't give it to Jokic to match Bird in 3 straight.
Yeah.
By the way, Jokic is the best player in the NBA, right? And they want to talk about is the most athletic, the most fast,
I don't know
the
about
most
that.
everything. But the 2 best players in the NBA right now are the slowest NBA players of all time in Luka
not even
and
American.
fucking and Jokic.
And they're not even American.
If they dominate this year, imagine what Jordan, Bird, and all those other motherfuckers would have done.
Those
to
guys
this league.
now.
I'm telling you, Jokic build is like a pillowcase full of potatoes, bro. That's his body build.
It's like a build like a
But they say that he's out of shape, but that man has to play all fucking game for that team to fucking even be in it. Whenever he sits, his plus minuses are insane. And then they don't get him no fucking, and then they want to talk about, they finally got him help with that fucking Bum Johnson from the fucking Nets. What the fuck is he gonna do?
Yeah, he's better than Michael Porter Jr. Man.
I doubt it. He rides the bench in the Nets, and then he's fucking injured too. He barely did anything in the fucking Suns.
He needs
what are they bringing?
Jamal Murray to step up. That's
the other travesty is the Golden State, how they can't fucking get him a big man to save their goddamn life.
They've made a big man for years now.
They have Curry, man. Yeah.
You get Curry, any other superstar,
he'll be fine.
And you see how far he got? Imagine if the injuries didn't happen, if he didn't get injured. I think they would have went to the finals and they would have beat the Pacers probably too also. it would have been 50-50 on them. I would have been 50-50 because the Pacers were playing so good as a team that would have been 50-50. But OKC would have been down. They would have never made to the finals either. Every team they played had an injury.
Yeah,
They caused the injury by
Golden State
Dort
needs.
or Dark, whatever the fuck his name is.
Lou Dort.
And
Hall
then
of Fame,
tell me
Curry.
why
Golden
they
State-
allow them to play like butchers and then they don't call them. And as soon as you ticky-tack foul any of them, it's a fucking foul. On that
Yeah, the
note,
Warriors need a big man.
Yeah, we got to end
Like
this.
Thank you for
Taco.
listening.
They got to bring Taco over.
this
to
is the end of this episode
Bulls.
before I bring this shit into 2 fucking hour episode.
Yeah.
But thanks again.
I wasn't
Let
even
us know
done.
if you want another NBA
Thank you,
episode.
someday.
There might be one
Yeah.
of the top 10. And by the way, I hope nobody has LeBron in that motherfucker because it'll be a travesty. In the real top 10.
Man,
Because I
Yeah.
want to know what the fuck his skill next to the top 10 players
make
that I would
somebody
put
better
in
beat
line next to him. But
all right.
that's
all
another
right,
story.
All right. Thanks for listening, everyone.
Bye. In the next episode, we dive into the DX versus NWO era and debate which one we prefer. And trust me, it gets intense. Be sure to tune in next week.